जय श्री माताजी। विश्व के सभी साधकों का सुबह के ध्यान सत्र में हार्दिक स्वागत है। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी को वंदन करके हम सब ध्यान की स्थिति में बैठते हैं। चित्त सहस्रार पर परम पूज्य श्री माताजी आज का ध्यान सत्र शुरू करने की कृपया अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। सामूहिक बंधन। अपना चित्त हृदय में लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे हृदय में विराजिए। आपकी कृपा में हमारा हृदय निर्मल, शुद्ध एवं विशाल बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी आपकी कृपा में हम केवल शुद्ध आत्मा हैं। तीन महामंत्र, तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
सरस्वती साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
जय श्री माता जी। हम सब संतुलन करते हैं अपना राइट हैंड पृथ्वी तत्व पर, परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के इड़ा नाड़ी पर तमोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व भूमि तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर सामूहिकता की ईड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। राइट हैंड गोद में, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की तरफ। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के पिंगला नाड़ी पर रजोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व, अतिरिक्त उष्णता, अहंकार आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर सामूहिकता की पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। लेफ्ट हैंड गोद में, चित्त मध्य नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर, परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर आप हमें संतुलन दीजिए, हमें वर्तमान में रखिए। श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के सुषुम्ना नाड़ी पर श्री महालक्ष्मी जी की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए। अपना चित्त मूलाधार चक्र पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के मूलाधार चक्र पर श्री गणेश जी की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए, कार्यान्वित कीजिए। चित्त मूलाधार पर, श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। अपना चित्त मध्य नाड़ी से सहस्रार पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे सहस्रार पर विराजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारा आत्म साक्षात्कार दृढ़ कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए, हमें ध्यान में स्थित कीजिए।
Express our love to others.
जय श्री माता जी। इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। 1987 विष्णु माया पूजा, न्यूयॉर्क यूएसए, इसका पहला भाग।
In this country of Shri Krishna, is inevitable that people will put their attention to money. Because he is the incarnation of Vishnu. And his power is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of money. But that is not the money that is called as dollar. It is the money which means a complete integrated form of material wealth. And as it is, matter has only one power, that it can express our love to others. Like, if you have to express your love to someone, you would make a nice present or something that is useful for the person, or you may give your property, wealth to your children in a very symbolic manner. You might even give a small little stone, if you are a child, to your mother, which you find interesting. That would make your mother happy. But all the time, the idea behind giving matter to someone is to show your love and emotions, to show your concern and express your heart. So to express your heart through something gross, we use matter. Now when this matter is converted into something and it becomes sort of an economic activity where you have to price it, then the attention shifts from emotions to matter as something that has some superficial value than the deeper value that is love. Even in the olden days, when people had lots of money with them, they used to decorate their houses, wear good dresses, to invite people into their homes to make them happy, to make them comfortable. A rich man would have a fair or something like that to make people happy. Gradually again the attention shifted from that to something which is extremely gross, is to show off. But the purpose fails completely. When you try to show off, another person is never happy. On the contrary, he is jealous. So what's the use of showing off? Because the purpose is to make another person happy. Instead of that, you make him jealous. Then second step comes in with it, that you create antagonistic feelings. In another person, that person thinks that why should he have and why should I not? Because that person cannot enjoy what you have. Thus, there are theories and theories that came out in our political systems, into our economic systems, how to exaggerate it and how to utilize it for something even grosser. And this grossness grew more and more and more. Once you allow the matter to act like that, this matter sits on our tongue. We are powerless people. It's the matter that becomes powerful. Because it rules us completely. We can't do without this, we can't do without that, we can't do without that. And then we become complete slaves of matter. Matter sits so much upon us that we get completely blinded to what our purpose is to be on this earth, and start crawling like worms under the pressure of matter. What is this? Is nothing but stones, bricks. Everything is matter. What is the importance of this? There is nothing, except we have to have a seminar. If we don't have the seminar, if we are not going to do anything sensible to create harmony and understanding, no use having all this. This is what has to be realized, that matter has its own purpose, and as Sahajogis, we are not going to be ruled by matter. It's very difficult to decide, because from our childhood we are taught, be careful, don't touch this, don't touch that, as if that is the God. Don't spoil it. So, the whole attention gets engulfed into this gross existence of matter. So the person starts moving from his ascent to his descent. From matter, you became carbon. From carbon, you become amino acids. From amino acids, you became living things. From living things, you became human beings. And now, you have to become Sahajogis. But the attention starts moving downwards towards matter, and we acquire all the qualities that is matter, except for one, which only we can give that power to matter, that it can express our love. You become static, you become unchangeable, and when you start using this matter for a lower end than this, then you hurt. Same matter starts evolving into things like weapons. First must be the stone they must be hitting with. Then the clubs of stones. Then came the swords. Then came the guns. Then came atomic energy. So the same matter has gone into evolution into another direction. But matter could have been moved into a higher direction if we had seen the quality of matter to give joy. Then we did that for quite some time. We made beautiful carvings, beautiful churches and temples, beautiful paintings, beautiful statues. I think it ended up in America when they made the Statue of Liberty. After that, it took another form. Now if you see the women of America, you will understand that it has no resemblance with that of the Statue of Liberty. I mean, even to have a model, you will have to import some from somewhere else to make a model to create that statue. That dignity, that presence, that motherly feeling that she emits, the protection she gives with her strength. Everybody is tired like that. Everybody is absolutely a dainty darling. They do not want to take any responsibilities. Put the responsibility onto somebody else. Here stands the symbol of such great protection of a woman to man. On the contrary, the same protection today has become a domination of men. Instead of men becoming men, they have becoming cabbages here. It's the other way now. Things have moved. I find it very hard to believe that at the same time we had people like Abraham Lincoln. Now I don't think we can produce anyone like this. Where are those mothers who created Abraham Lincoln? Where are those great women who sacrificed everything for their children to give them such greatness? George Washington fought the whole time, all his life, with such a strong wife he had. But here, now the women have become nothing but matter. They think that by wearing such and such dress or going to a hairdresser, cutting all their hair in a funny way, they become powerful. Why I am talking about women today? Because we are talking of Vishnu Maya. But not to hurt you. Because in this, men are very much responsible. Let us see the point, where we are going. The whole society is ruined today, if you see. You feel terrible when you see how things are happening in this country. The children are shooting everyone. Small little children are shooting. On the road, if you go, everybody is panicked. Why it has happened to us? Where you have created such great heroes in this country. And now you cannot create any hero. What has gone wrong where? I know they have made a mess, these men have made a mess of all this politics and everything that they call manly, so-called. But Vishnu Maya is the power of a woman. She is the power of a woman, and they say that American women are very, very powerful. Where does the power lie? The power lies how many men you can divorce and have how much money with you. How many people you can divorce and have under the law so much money. That's not the power of a woman. One has to understand where have we lost our power. The power of a woman is not enslaving for men, that they should appreciate you morning till evening. Every person on the road must look at you. That's not the power of woman. That could be the power of a prostitute, but not of a woman who stands as a symbol of liberty. The power of woman is like that of the Mother Earth. See how much she's done for you. She's given you all the greenery, the beauty. Wherever she goes down, she fills herself up with water, and she gives you such joy and happiness and bears all the problems of the world. Despite of whatever things we have done to her, despite the way we have extracted all her wealth and everything, still she's giving us. That's what we are. When we have lost our power, our society has come down. The society has to be maintained by women, not by men. One must understand. Woman plays the most important role. She is in no way less than man. But if she becomes this kind of a power, destruction starts moving in the other direction. The whole topsy-turviness we have to correct in SahajaYoga. When I see the image of SahajaYoga, when we all will be together, where we will be all enjoying ourselves, I want to see my women, my daughters, to be the symbol of love and symbol of sacrifice and symbol of understanding. And then the dynamism of this sacrifice will be shown, because they are potential. You are the ones who are really potential, and you have to give them energy to be kinetic. Those who cannot have potential energies have become potential. What's the use? While those who have the potential energy have become kinetic, what's the use? This has to shift now. We have to think about it and understand. We've gone wrong, really we've gone wrong somewhere, and this wrong, our children will have to pay, their children will have to pay, the whole nation will have to pay. Turn your attention to something very noble. This is the power of Vishnu Maya, because Vishnu Maya is the one who was the sister of Shri Krishna. She came as Shri Krishna's sister. Of course, she is the virgin. She was born as the sister of Shri Krishna. Now see, this story is very interesting. If you see the story, then you will understand what I am trying to tell you. The story is like this. The 8th incarnation, as they call it, or according to SahajaYoga, we call him the king of the Vishuddhi Chakra. Shri Krishna was to be born. He was born in a jail. His parents were in the jail. So, Vishnu Maya at the same time took birth in a village called as Nandagram, where another friend called Nanda was living, and his wife was Yashoda. She took her birth in that family. Now, then she was a very, very powerful child. When Shri Krishna was born, he was carried by the father from the jail because of Shri Krishna's powers. All his shackles, all his chains were broken, the doors opened, and he waded through the river Jamuna and carried the child and gave it to Nanda. Nanda said, I have got a child, but she is a girl. About the same time. So see the power that time this little child gave to Mother Yashoda. They said, all right, do one thing. Take this child with you and replace it with Shri Krishna. What a sacrifice for a woman to give her own child at that time, a little babe, to be killed by this horrible fellow Kansa. No mother would do such a thing. Can you think of any mother who will give her child to be killed for the replacement of Sri Krishna? We cannot think of any mother, but we had some mothers like this in India who did very great sacrifices. Now this was the greatest sacrifice one could think of for a woman. She may sacrifice small little things or quite a lot of things, but to sacrifice your own child is the greatest thing. The woman sacrifices for her children quite a lot. She works for them, she keeps nights and nights vigil for them. She does so much for her children. But to give up her own child is something such an extraordinary thing which she did. And when he brought the child, that child was the power, was the Adishakti, in the form of a virgin, and was kept back. So when this Kansa came in the morning and he heard a little girl is born, he was amazed. It was going to be a son. How is it a girl is born? Whatever it is, he said, I'll destroy this child. Got hold of that child, and he was about to hit the child on the ground when she slipped out and went into the sky, and lightning to announce that the one who was to destroy is still alive. He was shocked. So behind all this, what we see, a character of Yashoda, who was so sacrificing, of the father who was so sacrificing, of a society where it was important to preserve the incarnation above everything else. And this kind of happening, when it took place, Sri Krishna grew up in the house of Nand, where he then expressed himself as a powerful personality. But this Vishnu Maya is there, and she is very active these days, extremely active. She is the one which is within you, very much there. In the left Vishuddhi, she sits there. She doesn't allow you to feel guilty. Why are you guilty? All the time she says, why are you guilty? Why are you unhappy? You are realized souls. You are SahajaYogis. Get out of it. This guilty business is no good. Get out of it. Come along. You have to fight the way. Yes. The destruction is ahead of you. You see the destruction of this great country, you see so clearly. It's working out. I feel there are two worlds which are now building up, one that is getting destroyed, one that is coming out of it like a lotus. But behind is the power of Vishnu Maya. Is the power of Vishnu Maya the power of sister of Shri Krishna? Now this Vishnu Maya is a female power, as you know that. She didn't care for anything mundane. Can you think of Vishnu Maya going after all these nonsensical things. And to protect her brothers, and to give all the strength to those brothers. What did she do? What did she do? She came in her purest form as a sister. You all have here so many SahajaYogis as your brothers. Must be having other people also as your brothers. This purity has to be brought into women. Unless and until this purity comes into them, they have no powers. They are powerless. So we come down to main thing is that where the women are pure and chaste, there resides the powers of all the deities. So it's such a responsibility for us to be very chaste and to be very pure and to be sisters to our brothers, so that their brothers are also protected from the temptations of the world, so that they too have their attention onto something higher and greater. It's a very, very great day, I feel, to come down to America to do this puja. I'm going to tell you all about it, but let us understand that we are power. We are power. We are not the power which can be dominated by money, by anything else. We are power because we are SahajaYoginis, because we have that character. Now it's important for men to understand the value of women. Those men in this country, alright, they look like cabbages, but they can be horrid, absolutely horrid people, because they have no sense of purity of their character. If the man is not alright, how can he have a sister who is pure? If the man doesn't believe in the chastity of life, for some men, most of the men, there's nothing like chastity. They never believed in anything like chastity in the modern times. That is what we lack. And in SahajaYoga, when I think of my children, of my sons, they should be brilliant with chastity. The whole
जय श्री माता जी। कृपया ध्यान की स्थिति बनाए रखें। जय जय श्री माताजी। श्री आदि शक्ति मंत्र। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि शक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं। आरती के लिए खड़े होते हैं।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो, होय सके जो सेवा, होय सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री साक्षात् श्री स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी शक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
जय श्री माता जी। प्रार्थना अर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे अंदर श्री महालक्ष्मी की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए। हमें प्रेम और करुणा से आशीर्वादित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारा चित्त भौतिकता से अलिप्त रखिए। ईर्ष्या, हव्यास जैसे हमारे अंदर से नष्ट कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें मटेरियल जीवन की गुलामगिरी से मुक्त कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारा आध्यात्मिक उत्थान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें फैशन और सजावटी पना से दूर रखिए। कृपा कर हमें मातृत्व की शक्ति से आशीर्वादित कीजिए। हमें प्रभावी, ज्वलंत, शक्तिशाली बनाइए। श्री विष्णु माया के सारे गुण हमारे अंदर प्रस्थापित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में हम सब निर्दोष हैं। कृपा कर हमें शुद्ध और पवित्र बनाइए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे बीच भाई बहन का रिश्ता पवित्र और सुदृढ़ कीजिए। हमारे अंदर नैतिकता प्रस्थापित कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपके श्री चरणों पर हमारा कोटि कोटि नमन, कोटि कोटि नमन, अनंत कोटि नमन। जय श्री माता जी। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। आज के कार्यक्रम, आज शाम का ध्यान ठीक 7 बजे प्रतिष्ठान पुणे यूट्यूब चैनल पर लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पे संपन्न होता है। अब हम सहज भजनों का आनंद लेते हैं। आज का दिन सबके लिए आनंदमय, मंगलमय रहे। जय श्री माता जी।
जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, पाप हरणी माँ सब सुखदानी, पाप हर सुखदानी। जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी। तू जननी ती हूँ लोक की माता, तू जननी ती हूँ लोक की माता। भक्त जनों की हो तुम त्राता, तू जननी ती हूँ लोक की माता। भक्त जनों की हो तुम त्राता, सब ब्रह्मांड तेरा गुण गाता, सब ब्रह्मांड तेरा गुण गाता। देवासुर मुनि पंडित ज्ञानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी। चंड मुंड महिषासुर मारी, चंड मुंड महिषासुर मारी। रक्त बीज के प्राण निकारी, चंड मुंड महिषासुर मारी। रक्त बीज के प्राण निकारी, शुंभ निशुंभ दैत्य सहारी, शुंभ निशुंभ दैत्य सहारी। नाश करे सब खल अभिमानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी। भक्त तेरी जो सेवा करते, भक्त तेरी जो सेवा करते। ध्यान अटल नित मन में धरते, भक्त तेरी जो सेवा करते। ध्यान अटल नित मन में धरते, सो भव सिंधु सहज में तरते, सो भव सिंधु सहज में तरते। संत सकल सत ग्रंथ बखानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी। सहज योगी कहे माय वर दे, सहज योगी कहे माय वर दे। शक्ति तेरी रग रग में भर दे, सहज योगी कहे माय वर दे। शक्ति तेरी रग रग में भर दे, हाथ तेरा अब सिर पर धर दे, हाथ तेरा अब सिर पर धर दे। कर रक्षा निर्मल महारानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी। पाप हरनी माँ सब सुखदानी, पाप हरनी माँ सब सुखदानी। जयति जयति जय मात भवानी, जयति जयति जय मात भवानी। माता जय निर्मला माता शुद्ध विद्या ज्ञान दायिनी शुद्ध विद्या ज्ञान दायिनी भक्ति सुमति दाता जय निर्मला माता जय निर्मला माता सहस्रार स्वामिनी योगदायिनी दिव्य ज्योति प्रकाशिनी सहस्रार स्वामिनी योगदायिनी दिव्य ज्योति प्रकाशिनी दारिद्र्य भ्रमतम मोहनाशिनी दारिद्र्य भ्रमतम मोहनाशिनी त्रिभुवन की त्राता जय निर्मला माता जय निर्मला माता शुद्ध विद्या ज्ञान दायिनी भक्ति सुमति दाता जय निर्मला माता जय निर्मला माता सहज योगी कहे माँ कल्याणी कर दया है आदिशक्ति सहज योगी कहे माँ कल्याणी कर दया है आदिशक्ति बैठ कंठ में खोल दे वाणी बैठ कंठ में खोल दे वाणी माँ शिशु का नाता जय निर्मला माता जय निर्मला माता शुद्ध विद्या ज्ञान दायिनी भक्ति सुमति दाता जय निर्मला माता जय निर्मला माता जय निर्मला माता